So I was 15 years old, my parents divorced, and so we didn't know what was going to happen. My brother and sister and I, we talked about it amongst one another. We didn't know if we were going to be taken away from one another, if we were going to have to move, if we were going to have to testify at court, or we were going to have to split holidays. You know, we all knew somebody that had gone through a divorce, but we hadn't experienced it for ourselves. And so how is it going to affect us individually and collectively? Fortunately for us, our parents got along great. They handled everything outside of court, they settled their case, and were able to go wherever we wanted, whenever we wanted to go. They co-parented together and supported us in everything that we did, just in the same way that they did prior to. But that's just not always the case, and ultimately that's why we're doing what we do. After that, I went to college at ULM, and then I ended up going to law school in Jackson, Mississippi. While I was in law school, I was elected by my peers to be the student body president. I also focused my time on the practical aspects of law school. I made the highest grade in trial advocacy and negotiations. While I was in law school, I knew that I was going to go to the military. 7 months after graduating, I ended up in Baghdad. When I was in Baghdad, Iraq with the First Cavalry Division, I was assigned to the legal assistance team. But it ended up that divorces is what I did the most of. While I was in Baghdad, I advised on 265 divorces. When I go to Afghanistan, I'm serving as an op law attorney, advising the commanders on the laws of armed conflict and kinetic strikes. I came back from there and then ended up in Hawaii doing trial advocacy. After that, I was assigned to the 1st Battalion, 1st Special Forces Group Airborne in Okinawa, Japan. In June of 2016, I ended my active duty service and I came back to Monroe and I joined a great friend of mine, Menon Campbell at Campbell House in Cummins. And I told him whenever I came back, I wanted to help people, and the most rewarding and fulfilling thing that I had ever done was to advise those soldiers when I was in Iraq on divorces, because I was helping people and that's what I wanted to do. And so that's where I focused my time, attention, and effort, and I built that area of my practice. But I saw that I could do more. I could do more than I was doing there. That was an area that was underserved. So Jesse and I talked and said, let's start a law firm. Let's be the only law firm in Monroe, in Northeast Louisiana, that does nothing but domestic. Let's focus on those matters and let's help as many people as we can. And we've been so fortunate, and we've had the opportunity to add 2 additional attorneys. We have 8 staff, and we're hoping not to stop there. We're going to continue to help as many people as far and wide as we can as they go through the most difficult thing that they're going to encounter in their life.